In today's video, I played the Poppy Playtime map in Among Us, and I encountered two mysterious creatures who were after me. So make sure that you watch until the end, this gets crazy. But before we get into this map, if you're a fan of Huggy Wuggy, turn the like button blue because that's literally his color. And also subscribe to the channel for more stories. But let's begin. After I was taken away by Huggy Wuggy, I appeared in the map of Mirror HQ. At least that's what I thought. I was in the laboratory and I found a doll, which is from Poppy Playtime. What was it doing here in Among Us? And one of the dummies seemed to be working on something, most likely building a toy. And at the bottom table, I found Huggy Wuggy, and there was some of his parts. Was a dummy in the middle of building a new Huggy Wuggy? I didn't know there was multiple. As I was about to leave the laboratory, I found a vending machine, and inside there seemed to be two toys, but I don't think the machine was working. In the hallway there was also a bunch of storage, which most likely contains a bunch of Huggy Wuggy figures that need to be built, and inside of the reactor there seemed to be nothing. I went through decontamination and that had a bubble effect. I'm not sure if that was already there, but it did catch me by surprise. At the bottom of the locker room there was another creature, and he had his mouth open. I've never seen this before, but this could be one of Huggy Wuggy's friends. And speaking about friends, there was also a sign, make a friend. At the top of the locker room there was an invitation, and it had the doll from Poppy Playtime. I'm not going inside of that locker room. I left the locker room and I continued to explore Huggy Wuggy's map, and I found his arm, grabbing a crewmate, and there were some posters on the wall that had Huggy Wuggy. There was even a red, green, and black Huggy Wuggy, and there was even a sign on the wall that read Playtime Corporation, which is a factory that made Huggy Wuggy. I went down the hallway and I found the doll again, which is from Poppy Playtime, and I went up to the vent and I saw a giant Huggy Wuggy that appeared to be frozen in time. His smile gave me the creeps, and I was getting really scared, so I left, and I continued to explore this Poppy Playtime map. I entered the med bay and I found MC. Why is part of his head missing? And what is Huggy Wuggy doing below me? Did he eat part of the crewmate's head? This map was getting more and more scary. So I left medbay and I entered communications, and I found a mini factory, which creates the Huggy Wuggy toys. This could explain how Huggy Wuggy made his way into Among Us. A crewmate must have created him here. I went down the hallway and I found some blood smeared on the wall, and I continued to get closer to the center. And that's when I saw Huggy Wuggy outside, staring at me. His teeth were huge, and he was grabbing onto the glass outside of Mirror HQ. Once again, there was blood smeared on the other wall, which was most likely Huggy Wuggy going after a crewmate. In the cafeteria, I found a Huggy Wuggy poster on the wall, which just had his face, and in the cafeteria there was a few other items that could be found on top of the tables, and on the balcony I found Huggy Wuggy's arm, trying to grab Dummy 3. But this was all very strange to me because I wasn't sure why Huggy Wuggy took me to this map, his map to be exact. I made my way into the storage room and the entire floor was red, and there was also a few cracks, and it was definitely Huggy Wuggy, since he was trying to break into Mirror HQ. And in the storage room there was a bunch of boxes that most likely stored even more toys. I had to slowly make my way over to the top of the map, which is a location that I have yet to discover. In the office room there was a bunch of computers, which was most likely because of the company, and they had a few employees, and none of them were in the office, of course. Inside of the admin room there was nothing at all. There was just Dummy 6 in the corner. But that's when I entered the greenhouse, and I saw Huggy Wuggy on display. But he looked a little different. He did not look like the real Huggy Wuggy. He looked a little weird. I could then hear the music from Poppy Playtime getting really loud, and my screen began to flash, almost as if someone was turning off the lights. And that's when I saw two creatures, which looked a lot like Huggy Wuggy. Their names were Kissy Missy and Killy Willy. One of them was pink and the other one was black. Both of them then got close to me and took my crewmate away. If you want me to solve the mystery behind Kissy Missy and Killy Willy, like and subscribe.